Hi guys, this is your boy Alan Obi, the billionaire. You know what? If you want to be successful, you have to associate with successful content, good content, creative content. And this year, we promise you that, guys, we are going to go all our way for creativity, good content, quality, and very best of our best. And today, I just want to talk about two things that I feel they have been affecting me and other people. And this is about small businesses and startups. And in fact, I went ahead and asked, there's a very big Facebook page with many followers around the world who talk about entrepreneurship. So I compared the African, Asian, European, and the American market when it comes to startups and small businesses. So my question is, why is it that it's so hard to have? If you compare in Africa, we have very few startups. Let me put an example in my country. You see, a startup is a company. A startup is not specifically a business. You see, business, it's all about, maybe let's say you have a product and you are pushing it. But startups are those businesses that you are growing from scratch, and you have the aim of making it bigger. And if you look at Africa or Kenya, we have very few startups when it comes to technology, finance, maybe all industries or engineering. So here's the best example I can give you. If you look at the growth of Facebook started as a startup, but at the moment it's a very big business with very big margins of profits, returns. But where it started as a very small company with the aim of growing. So startups are those companies that have the edge of growing gradually. And the system when it comes to startups is that if you give it even 10 years or 2 years or 3 years, between a period of 1 to 2 years, there are always zero margins of profits, because it's always on the bumpy, I would say the bumpy way, where there's a lot of obstacles of creating the business. You don't understand the market share or the market, or you haven't done a very good research on the market, but you hope the business will grow on well. So if you look at Zoom 2 years ago, it wasn't a very big company. Zoom today is a competitor to Skype. In fact, it's way ahead compared to Skype. Look at, there's a story going on in between WhatsApp terms and Facebook. So there's a company that has emerged called Signal. Very few people have heard of Signal, but at the moment it's growing very fast. So it's a company that has taken an opportunity when WhatsApp have had issues over the past few months. So compare these two companies. These are the companies that started way back before even growing into this, what we call getting the attention from people. So startups in Africa, I've tried to conceptualize an idea and start my own company, but there are a few things that I'm facing that they're way beyond my control. First, the government rules. The government rules doesn't give me the allowance to start the company because there are a lot of procedures to go ahead. Second, the funds. I can't go to the bank or to venture capitalists and ask money for them to facilitate my startup. Third, I can't be able to create a team that will work with me for a period of 2 years without pay. But if you look at the American or the Asian industry, the startups are given those conducive environment where, like for example in China, if you're starting a company, you have like zero interest on loans from banks, and they will make sure that they facilitate your idea. If it's a good idea, it can grow into something big. But when it comes to Africa, Africans, we more into business. We want small businesses, for example, selling clothes, maybe making food, fast food restaurants, but we don't scale beyond those ideas. We are very limited with scalability. We don't leverage on the opportunities. So it makes us focus on those small businesses, but we don't even expand. Why is it that we can't expand, yet we have the capabilities? Is it because lack of people thinking beyond, or they don't have the, let's say, the long-term goals or plans to make sure that their businesses grow? In Kenya, we have many small businesses, but they can't scale, they can't grow, they can't go past where they are located. Why? And yet, those are the opportunities that we should be looking into, because for a country's economy to grow, we have to have more startups that will grow into big companies. For example, M-Pesa was a startup in Kenya. Right now, Safaricom contributes 3% to our GDP. That's a very good number. If we had more of these companies, let's say 5, our economy will be doing well. We will be having more opportunities, more jobs to young people. But at the moment, we're all struggling to look for jobs or starting small businesses without the mind of growing these small businesses into bigger things. Are we thinking beyond our normal comfort zone, or we're just limited with the idea of, let me start a business, I make a few profits for my family, for just my essential needs, then we are done. I think we should change our narrative when it comes to thinking, so that we have the bigger, broad minds of having bigger startups. At the moment, if you go to US, right now there are robots in Africa. Which company is doing robots? I can't see any company that the government can support when it comes to technology. We have robots, we have automation, we have electric cars, Ethiopia is doing electric cars with support from another company from Japan. So if we had many of those kind of startups, I think we will be growing as a continent, but at the moment we are limited with those small businesses. So guys, here I'm just to urge you that maybe we should change our narrative of thinking from small businesses, then go into startups. Startups will give you the capability to scale and compete to other countries or compete internationally. Businesses, unless you have that broad mind of thinking, then you can't go beyond your normal thinking. This is your boy Alan Obi, the billionaire. Please, guys, subscribe, share our videos, and let's grow. You never know. Also, maybe we are transforming this into our startup so that we can have those Hollywood production companies here in Kenya. Peace. This is your boy Alan Obi, the billionaire.